This is how you get ahead of 99% of people. What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm super excited to talk about something that a lot of people go through. And the main topic of this video is going to be how to get ahead of 99% of people in about 3 to 6 months. So a big reason why people don't start the venture or business or journey that they're meant to be on is simply because they compare themselves to where everybody else is at. And it deters them and scares them and makes them think like, oh, well, you know, this person's already so many levels above me that there's no reason for me to start. Or there are a lot of people who are starting off with you, but the competition is making you like not want to go all in, because what if you go all in and this person still beats you out, right? So that's why I want to go over how to get ahead of anybody in any niche, in any type of scenario, competitive, not competitive, business, sports, doesn't matter. This is how you get ahead of 99% of people. So you need to become brutally aware of 2 different things. The first thing that you need to be aware of is what you do not want out of this life. The second thing you need to be aware of is where are you going to end up if you just continue to keep doing the same things that you are doing right now. And the way that you become more aware of these 2 things is just by thinking deeper. Stop having surface level thoughts. Stop living your life in what I like to call autopilot. Stop being just a bot, right? You need to quite literally wake up and start to reflect on your life. And you need to wake up and start to be aware of what's happening around you. Again, 2 of those things are you need to be aware of exactly what you do not want out of this life and where you will be in the future if you just continue to keep doing the things that you're doing now. So now, touching on the first thing to be brutally aware of is to reflect on what you don't want in life. So the first thing that I want you guys to do is create a list, create a anti-vision. Literally just write down on a piece of paper all the things that you do not like. All the things that you do not want, right? What do you not want to look like? What do you not want to do as a job? What do you not like to do? Maybe you are trying to stop smoking or stop drinking or stop eating junk food. So maybe you would write down as well, like, I do not want to smoke. I do not want to eat junk food. I do not want to get takeout food. And you can just write this whole entire list of your anti-vision. Now that you have your anti-vision list, these are all of the things that you are currently doing that are self-sabotaging you. All these things that are on this list, every time you do one of them, you are self-sabotaging. And that is probably the number one thing that holds people back. And that's probably the number one thing that keeps people from being the best version of themselves, is by them self-sabotaging themselves. So create this anti-vision list and make sure that you are consciously thinking about throughout your day-to-day of what these things are that is on this list that you don't want to do. And make sure you're not doing them. You have to be aware. You have to be conscious of these things. Because if you resort back into just living your autopilot life and you just go back to being a bot, you're gonna unconsciously start to do these things again, which in turn is gonna hold you back and not allow you to get ahead of the 99% of people. Another thing that I would recommend doing is creating a list of people who you don't like, people who have doubted you, people who have talked shit about you, people who have embarrassed you, or people who have put you down, whatever it may be. Just literally just create a list of people that you just don't like. And every single time that you're feeling unmotivated or you want to give up or you just don't feel like pushing anymore, then look at that list, take it out, and recognize and realize that if you don't pursue your dream, if you don't do the thing that you said you were gonna do, then they're going to be right and you're gonna be wrong. When they doubted you, when they said you couldn't do it, when they said you're wasting your time, your money, and whatever they said, if you quit, they are right. So take that list out anytime you feel like giving up, whenever you feel unmotivated, whenever you think it's too hard and that you're not able to do it, take that list out and make sure that you prove every single MFer's name on that list wrong. By the way, you should totally feel uncomfortable doing this. And one main reason for that is because for most of you, this is gonna be the first time that you've ever created an anti-vision list. This is gonna be the first time that you are creating a list of people that you don't like and people who you wanna prove wrong. And that is because you are thinking outside the box. You're doing things that other 99% are not doing, which is why you're gonna get ahead of them. You're actually using negative emotions to fuel you. And negative emotions are not bad. Negative energy is not bad. It just simply is that. It's just an emotion. Nothing in life is truly good or bad. It's just the label that we put on it. If a negative emotion is gonna be that driving force to make you be successful, then why would you not leverage that? Why would you not hone in on that and use it? So now let's talk about the second thing to be hyper aware of, and that is thinking about where you will be in the future if you continue to keep doing the same things that you're doing right now. The reason why I had you create that anti-vision list is because those are all the things that you pretty much do that you don't want to continue to keep doing. So now what you're going to do is you're going to cut all those things out, or what a lot of people say, you need to disappear. Like, you're not actually just gonna like boop, disappear. No, that's not how it works. What you're really doing is you're disappearing from that self-sabotage list. You're disappearing from that anti-vision list. And the reason why you're disappearing from that list is because you're cutting all those things out. And the most effective way to do this is just to rip the Band-Aid off and just cut everything out at once. All the people, food, the drugs, the whatever it may be. Right? The cutting out the procrastination, cutting out the super late nights, cutting out the waking up at 1 p.m., cutting out whatever it is that's holding you back, whatever it is that's on that self-sabotaging list, on that anti-vision list, cut it out, disappear, rip the Band-Aid off. Lastly, probably the most boring thing, but the most important, and that is the fundamentals, your habits, right? Now that you've disappeared from all those negative things, all those things that are self-sabotaging you, now you have so much more mental energy available that you can direct into the fundamentals. And the reason why you want to do that is because you are slowly leveling up. When I first started playing golf, I had to learn how to hold the club. Then when I figure out how to hold the club, then I have to figure out where to hit the ball. Do I have the inside of the club face hit it, the outside, the middle? How do I make a backspin? How do I hook it? How do I splice it? All those different things. Then after that, then I have to learn how to actually swing it. All those things, you are slowly leveling up. You have to learn the fundamentals, because if you don't have the fundamentals down, you are nothing without the fundamentals. If you do not have a solid foundation, you cannot build very high at all without the building collapsing. Now, the higher levels, comparing this to like a skyscraper, the better and wider foundation that you have, obviously the taller that you're gonna be able to build. So if you wanna build your skyscraper and build yourself up much faster and be able to build yourself up higher than everybody else around you and every other building around you, you need to have that foundation. Without doing the boring stuff and doing the daily habits of whatever it may be for your industry or for your niche, whether it's writing or meditation, or whether it's waking up early, or whether it's going to the gym daily, all those things that are gonna slowly level you up, before you know it, when you finally lift your head back up after having tunnel vision, when you finally take the blinders off, your building is gonna be so much higher than everybody else, and you're gonna be so much further than everybody else. Like always, you guys, I totally appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this content. I hope that it gave you some value. If you did get any value from this, please go ahead and subscribe and like this video, and go check out my other videos.